Hiya, I'm Rakana Ferreira, and this is going to be my D.W. Jackson contest entry video. So D.W. Jackson, who is he? Well, he is an author, and I'm going to link his Amazon.com in the description box below. Check him out, and you definitely will want to after watching this. The contest is, take one of D.W. Jackson's books and incorporate it into a video of your own. I wanted to do something a little bit more passionate about, and it's video games. So if you like these video games, you're gonna like the book. And if you have no idea what this book is about, and I can't tell you what it is, I can just relate it to something you know, and you get the general idea. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to show you all the games I chose, and you'll have to keep watching if you want to figure out why the book is like the games. The first one I chose is Assassin's Creed 3. This game is pretty fun. The next games I chose, yes, games, plural, would be the Final Fantasy 13 and 13-2. It is Super Smash Bros. This is a classic, and I bet most of you have played one of these games. This is a series of games rather than just one game. It is these Zelda games. I think the Zelda games are my favorite games in history. Well, okay, back to the beginning. The Harvest Moon, and I swear it's relevant. It's going to take a little bit of explaining, so just hold tight, you'll find out. The next one is Diablo 3, this game. So I'll be linking D.W. Jackson's Amazon.com down in the description box below. Please check it out. If you like any of these games, I'm sure you're going to like the book. So the first thing I want to talk about is Assassin's Creed 3. More so just like the concept of Assassin's Creed. So we all know there's the Assassins and then there's the Templars. And they are using ancient technology that was basically almost completely wiped out, and it is lost, but they are using it. So, in the book Inexperienced Mage, there is a 14-year-old boy, and he happens to stumble upon a very, very old house with some very interesting things, and basically what he finds is how to use magic for dummies. He's pretty happy about it, and he trains himself to become the first mage in history. Not history, but in many, many years. And the reason why there's no more mages is because a long time ago people used magic, but then there was war and it obliterated it. So he is the first person who is using this lost art. When I think of lost arts, I definitely think of Assassin's Creed 3. The next thing, where'd it go? Where did it go? No. Okay, I got it. Is the Final Fantasy games. In this book, there's something rather unique, and probably the most notable thing about the series is that in this queendom, the matriarchy rules. That's right. There's a queen and no king, really. I mean, maybe she's married. I haven't found out yet. But basically, men are slaves to women. My little brother's screaming out there. Jeez. Anyhow, yes, men are slaves, and basically they have almost no rights. They are like second-class citizens. So, not saying that Final Fantasy discriminates men or anything, but when I think of woman power, I kind of think of the Final Fantasy 13 games because everyone's saying, blah, blah, blah. Lightning represents woman power. The next thing that I chose was Super Smash Bros. Yes, this is a classic and everyone should play this at least once in their life. It is a great game. And I don't even think I really even need to explain this one. There is awesome fight scenes in this book. If you are into fight scenes, and I can almost relate this to any game, because most games, except for the Harvest Moon one, pretty much you are fighting. Because he is the only person that can use magic, he is really, really good at fighting, and he has all these super advantages against, like, armies, basically. So the next thing is the Zelda games. And, okay, so what do the Zelda games represent? There's fighting, there's action, but there's also adventure. Link is an adventurer in Hyrule, and yes, I love adventure games, which is why I love this so much. That's also one of the reasons why I loved this book so much. There is a really cool adventure plot storyline, and it was great. This book is pretty crazy too. It's a man, and as we just found out, who is basically a second-class citizen, comes across one of the most powerful things you can find is a lost art, and now you have all this power in your hands, and you're basically a slave, so you're gonna have some problems. You're probably not supposed to have all that power being a slave. The next game I want to talk about is Harvest Moon, and I have Magical Melody right here. So happy. But basically, you know how when you play Harvest Moon, you're not really stressed out, you're not really like throwing controllers across the room. Well, that's pretty much how this book made me feel. Some books you have to like sit down in solitary confinement and focus really hard and then go back and reread the paragraph that you just read because you understood nothing of it. This is not how this book is. This book is so clear and straightforward. It's just enjoyable. Every day when I rode the bus after a long, long day and I'm exhausted, I could just sit down and read the book and enjoy myself. I have it on my phone because I have the Kindle version of it. Do you call Kindle versions ebook? I don't know. Read Inexperienced Mage, because you will not have difficulty reading this book. So even if you are not a great reader, you can still enjoy this. And finally, the last game I want to talk about is Diablo 3. Basically, I'm not even going to relate this to the book. I'm just going to say how much I love this game and how much I love the book. And I can't really show you the book, because as I said, I have the ebook version. I have it on my Kindle, which is really convenient because I can't always carry around a big book, so just having it on my phone just made it so much easier. So I'll be linking D.W. Jackson's Amazon.com down in the description box below. Please check it out. If you like any of these games, I'm sure you're going to like the book. So that is my review. Is that a review of the book? I'm going to say it's a review. That is my review summary of video games and books, I suppose. Thanks for watching.